Back Tommy Turner after missing the midweek League Cup win over Clyde through suspension. He was ordered off last week against Raith Rovers. Midweek substitute Alan Moore is rewarded for his winning goal against Clyde with a place in the starting lineup. The drive and leadership in midfield is entrusted to the new captain, 30-year-old Northern Ireland international Paul Ramsey, a £150,000 close season signing from Cardiff City. He played for Leicester City under Jock Wallace early in his career. Mark Hateley is missing from that Rangers lineup, having sustained a stomach injury in training yesterday. But even without Gorham, Stevens, McPherson, Robertson, McCall and McCoist, there are still 5 internationals in the team and continuing opportunities for youngsters David Hagan, Neil Murray and Stephen Presley, the youngest of the lot at 19. This is his 11th start in the team, and he's been so impressive early on that he'll be very difficult to dislodge when all the stars are fit. And the referee this afternoon is Mike Pocock from Aberdeen, who's in his second season handling Premier Division matches. There was a buzz around the stadium when it was announced that Mark Hateley would not play for Rangers. That was something of a surprise all round, and it heightens the prospects of St Johnstone being able to do some damage here. They've had great difficulty against Rangers since coming into the Premier Division. Only 1 point in 4 league matches last season. And now they feel clearly they have a chance against the defeated Rangers side. Here's Alan Moore on the attack straight away. Paul Wright. Well, they clearly thought that Ian Ferguson was going to get a touch on that. He was surprised. I think the ball reached him right. So Presley playing it long with the interest surrounding the striking setup for Rangers. It looks as though Ian Durrant is taking up his cup final role alongside the principal spearhead, who is David Hagan, this afternoon. So Hagan and Durrant up front. Presley winning 5, playing it right back. There's Gary McGuinness tackling Ian Ferguson. Plenty of width available to Rangers with Trevor Stephen on the right and Peter Haustra on the left. That's Durrant, and there's no threat there for Andy Rhodes. Ian Durrant in that striking role and that very natty new Rangers change strip, navy blue and orange stripes. The Rangers are employing a 4-4-2 formation. They have Presley, Gough, Brown and Wishart across the back. In midfield, Stephen, Murray, Ferguson and Haustra. And up front, Durrant and Hagan. The free kick this time goes to St Johnstone. Paul Dees over the ball. McGowan making his way into the area and use his height. Too close to Ali Maxwell and the Rangers goal though. An easy catch in the end. Well, Maxwell and Wishart were teammates for a while at Motherwell. The overhead conditions have affected the attendance somewhat, although all the tickets have been sold. There are still 1 or 2 gaps in the stands. Played forward by Ingle, the chase on here for Paul Wright. Gough is shot with a pass back. 1-0 St Johnstone. The 5th minute of the match. And the lethal goal threat of Paul Wright pays off again. A bad error there by Richard Gough with a short-headed pass back. But how about this for clinical finishing? Well, a perfect start for St Johnstone. Paul Wright getting his 3rd goal in 3 matches at the start of the season. A goal again so far. McGowan's head up. Collected here by Brown. Not enough space. Put under pressure by Moore. Well, the St Johnstone front players giving the Rangers back 4 no peace at all. McGowan, right. Caught late there by Wishart, but play continued with Torfus in possession. Forward goes Moore. It's fine play by St Johnstone. Here's Dees. Very awkward indeed. But once again, the Rangers defence carved open by St Johnstone. Got a good ball from Torpus, and Moore on the run, looking up, drilling it across the face of the goal. Deflected on there, and Dees couldn't control it. Well won by Dees. Kept in by Wright, but collected by Stephen. Shot to Presley. Good play there involving Presley and Stephen. Now Murray. Good build up this from Rangers. Very precise. Very good ball in there from Trevor Stephen. Turned away by Ingles. That kind of ball would have been food and drink for the likes of Mark Haley or Duncan Ferguson. Beautifully out-swinging cross. Good defending again by St Johnstone. Suddenly Rangers have forced themselves forward into the match. And a great save by Rhodes, denying Ian Ferguson. Rhodes at his best.
This time by Gordon.
This is the kind of goalkeeping which justified that £300,000 signing. Outswinger. McGuinness doing well once more. Thumped away by Ingles, and St Johnstone now trying to get forward to the halfway line. He's in swiftly on Stephen. Goff in trouble here against Torpusson. Icelandic striker certainly troubled Richard Goff there for the slip. Moore to Torpusson. Moore again. And once again Rangers were in trouble defensively. Moore on his wrong foot there going through. Hefty challenge there by Goff and Torpusson as Moore slanted it across the face of the goal. No takers. Well won again by McGuinness. Confident play by Ramsey. Right line deep in the right for the moment. Good running by Curran. That's a feature of his play always. Coming from midfield, Torpusson going for this with Presley, who did extremely well. Excellent defending by the youngster. Fine play by Stephen Presley, marking Torpusson. Here's Paul Wright. Trying to shimmy his way past John Brown, who has had to cope with situations like that many times in a long career. Good challenge by McGowan. Paul Wright in possession again. Moore makes the run, matched by Goff. And Maxwell forced to concede a corner kick. Alan Moore was very quick there. Maxwell did well. Paul Wright again. St Johnstone looking for a second before half-time. Won't get it from that. Turner. Rather obvious with his intended pass. Houster read it well for Rangers. Here's Hagen. And Durant. Good running by Houster. Blocked by Turner. Well, never a dull moment in this match. In the first half. Once again Ingles at full stretch to turn that behind for the corner. A tower of strength in defence, John Ingles. Wish it involved once more an attack for Rangers. There was Trevor Stephen. Stephen again with the in-swinger. Goff is there! There's the equaliser! Right on the half-time whistle, Richard Goff makes amends for the early error which gave St Johnstone the lead with a fine, flashing header inside the penalty box. There's Trevor Stephen fighting it across. Goff was up there above them all, and a very powerful header makes it one apiece. Well, relief relief there for Richard Gough, I've no doubt. Look at this again. Ball from Stephen. Look how well Gough gets up to that. Well, a major blow to St Johnstone so late in the first half. The referee's checking his watch. Indeed, it is half-time, and Rangers have pulled it back with that fine equaliser. And Richard Gough has certainly been involved in all the goal action in the first half. Obviously very upset at the short pass back with the header, which allowed Paul Wright to drill home the opening goal in 5 minutes. But then heading back with that fine header from the corner kick from Trevor Stephen. So at half-time, it's St Johnstone 1, Rangers 1. Still a heavy downpour as Rangers start the second half. Heartened, no doubt, by that equaliser on half-time. The irony for St Johnstone is that it came as a direct result of a very poor corner kick taken by Paul Wright at the other end. Rangers broke from that to earn the corner. And the Durant on the ground here. The referee going across. He's given the free kick. Gary McGuinness in the thick of it all. Durant is back on his feet. Always additional concern when Durant goes down. You have that long layoff with a knee injury. To Stephen, to Presley. Durant back involved straight away. Struggling though, Durant, I think. Back from Trevor Stephen. There's Ramsey's header. Murray to Ferguson. John Brown is supporting. It's good play by Brown. Bishop forcing the ball forward again, and Andy Rhodes comes to claim it. Playing for a back pass there as it appeared to